welcome back to the Part-Time Players Podcast, episode 78. This is the video game podcast where three pals this week discuss the week's video game news of the week. My name is Reese Lagd, and I am joined as always by Bradley Seeley.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes, I'm back. Well, I was say I'm back. I'm always here.
Yeah, I was going to say you're always here.
Yeah, I'm always here.
The person who is back is Ash. Welcome back.
Hey, hello there. I am back.
I think last year. I think the last time you were on.
Yeah. I'll just spin the cave, mate. Don't play games anymore.
No.
All right, well, so we look forward to going through what you've been playing this week. Well, it's going to be an eventful. Has Brad played anything this week? Have you played anything? Brad, have you played anything?
Oh, me?
Brad?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I haven't. Haven't played anything. No, usually Saturday's my play. Yeah, my the day I play. But we went out and so I just didn't have time. So
fine.
No, maybe after this though, I might boot up. I ain't played on the PlayStation for a while, so I might boot it up. Blow off the dust and get into. I want to go back to Miles Morales, but now I'm looking at Star Wars Fallen Order. So I might have to...
I want you to get back to Miles Morales because I need to borrow that game. And not being funny, Christmas is only around the corner, mate. So I need to play it Christmas time, don't I?
Yeah, but you won't start it till November, so.
Yeah, I know, but.
Hold on. I've got loads.
I need plenty of time. It's not that long.
Yeah.
It's not that long, to be fair.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Seafood today because I got the deluxe version. It was only about extra £2 than the normal version. You get to play it 2 days early.
Yeah.
But the dates are reversed. It's like American dates, so it says like you can like play it from like the 4th from the 2nd rather than the 2nd from the 4th, if that makes sense. So I can't download it or play it despite the release date is today. Just still got like a countdown thing on it.
Well, can't you just change your region on your Xbox, on PlayStation rather?
Maybe. I don't know if that's going to fix it. Maybe, I don't know, but it's a bit.
It's annoying that you paid for it to have like play it early and then like can't play it early. I looked on Twitter and like other people like complaining about because people went to preload it yesterday and you couldn't.
Yeah.
And just seems like that everybody in like Europe just can't play the game. It's only Americans can. It's just.
Was it full price? That game or
30? Yeah, it was like 30 something, 32,
okay,
35, something like that.
Yeah, not too bad, not too shabby.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. We got Ashley's PlayStation wrap up yesterday. He'd only actually played 2 more hours than me, so me and Ash are both like, don't go.
But what you got to remember is I do have all the consoles, so I do like to split my time over.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I played more Xbox last year.
You do play more Xbox. Yeah. For me, I didn't play. I played like 2 hours of Xbox, so for me, it really was just about.
You can't.
Did I play the Switch? No. Just didn't really play that much.
Also, quite concerned. It seems that someone's logged into my old PlayStation.
I don't think it was. No, I'm thinking about it. When I first tried to do the wrap up, I think that's just like a generic, like an example of what it could be. Like this is what you could be.
Okay. Right.
Because I don't think anyone's played 137 hours on Cyberpunk. I just, I refuse to believe that.
Yeah,
so, but Reese completed it and really enjoyed it, and he played 38 hours. So.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. Have you got? Did you buy the Mass Effect Legendary, Ash?
No, I didn't. But I'm glad I didn't because it's on Game Pass now, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Really, so can't pull the wall past my eyes, mate. Nah.
Yeah. Download now.
I will do. I've actually tell I think my partner has.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I wanted to buy Far Cry 6 off him and he refused. So.
Well, yeah, I've only just fucking got it.
I can't now either. I can't because I've only got a discless Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. So you fucked yourself. Told you to get the X.
No. But I don't play enough to get the X. And I like the S is very small and I like it. It's a nice little console. I'll be playing Starfield when it comes out. So
whatever.
I have to get an Xbox for that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to join the Dark Side race. So right. We've got 2 news stories, and then Reese is going to talk about the Bungie PlayStation acquisition of Bungie.
Yeah, you're going to say Bungie acquired Sony.
Yeah, Bungie has bought in a bold move. Bungie has bought Sony. So we're going to get to these news stories, and the first news story is, which a bit of it kind of annoyed me a little bit. people who listen to the podcast kind of know I'm quite very pessimistic, and I just don't have joy in my life anymore.
I know you don't even like
Yes.
Grogu. Like, I can't. I feel like we need to bring this up.
We'll bring it up later.
You dropped this bombshell at drinks last night that you just don't like him.
I don't like him. I don't get the fascination of him.
Well, that's you, mate. That sounds like a you problem.
It probably is a me problem. But when spoilers for episode 6 of the of Boba Fett, sorry, if
AKA The Mandalorian season 3 episode 2.
Yeah. But Grogu, he's just in it and like it's like making these little noises, and I just don't get it. I just don't like. Fuck off, Grogu. I just don't. No, I don't see the fascination with him. Really.
I get that, but it's the fact that you seem like you're pissed off that he's even on screen is why.
No, but you know what? Like I enjoy I enjoy the other bits of it. I enjoy it. I'd like rather than focus more time on this big battle, because there's only one episode left of this war that's going to happen, instead of like showing Grogu balancing on a twig and his clothes. I don't like his clothes. He looks like he's wearing.
Yeah, you really hate his clothes. It's because he's a fucking puppet, mate. Do you know how hard it'd be to hide all the mechanics of a puppet unless he's wearing a tater sack?
Give him some robes or something, not just a little potato sack. He looks like he's in a potato sack. Poor little bastard can hardly walk because he's just got no.
So Luke was helping him along.
He's like Dobby. He's wearing a pillowcase. You know what I mean? I just don't.
Oh yeah, Dobby fashion. Yeah.
Mate, you've got to leave him alone.
Anyway,
we're going to get hated for the podcast.
Grogu, Grogu can take it or leave it. To be honest.
Well, that's him done.
Yeah, that's so yeah, the first news story is Rockstar come out and made an announcement saying GTA 6 in active development. Now well underway. So they posted this. Some people said it's because it could be they're like kind of letting Red Dead Online die. So they're kind of saying, is this like a diversion tactic of I'll give them some other news and then they won't focus on Red Dead dying? Because it's got quite. I know it's not as big, obviously not as big as GTA Online, but it's got quite a solid like player base, I think, and people really enjoy it. But they're just kind of not devoting anything to it.
Sure. Is there something I've missed? Did they announce that they're turning off?
No, they're not. They're not turning the servers off, but they're just not like GTA Online.
There's no new content.
Yeah, there's so much content for GTA. They're just not doing it for Red Dead. And I think I watched a video, a little while ago, and it was like the way they've changed like how you earn money and contracts and that. It's just you can't earn enough really in the game to buy stuff and progress, and it's crazy. So they've said they're underway with GTA 6. I kind of just assumed that it already was underway. Like,
you'd think so. When did the last one come out?
9 years ago.
Yeah, so you think they would probably be underway a little bit.
Exactly.
You think it would almost be done. Some would say
almost be done.
Naive.
That would be quite naive of you, Ash, to think. 9 years is clearly not long enough.
After they made that one, they think people are probably going to want another one of these. Maybe it is a Grand Theft Auto, but we didn't let them know. We didn't let them know. So how was they supposed to know?
It's just I don't get it. Like you say, come out on PS3 and Xbox 360 generation. Nothing GTA wise for the PS4, Xbox One, and now we're getting this. Obviously, we're getting it on the current gen, but we're only going to get one because it seems to be like 9 years in between. But
depends how much it sells, doesn't it?
Yeah, they said they're going to give us more news when they have it, but still, it's I don't know. And I know that's how they announced it, because I remember when there was announcing Red Dead Redemption 2, they just changed like the cover photo on Twitter.
Yeah, we're going to get something like that this year. I think by September, like coming up to the end of the year, they're going to just drop like the GTA graphics 6 and say what the like Vice City or wherever it is to, or wherever it's called, and that's it. We're not going to get a trailer. It'll just be like the logo. Yeah, and that's all we're going to get.
That'll be enough for everyone.
Yeah, that'll be enough.
Everyone will lose their mind over that. They're like, oh, I can't wait. It looks really good, doesn't it? I like the way they changed the art.
Yeah, based on the logo.
Wow.
Yeah. And I just don't think it's going to be as edgy. Like old Grand Theft Auto, they kind of took, satirical and that, but they did just poke fun at everything. And I just don't think they're going to do that this time. I think it's going to be a bit mellower.
You think it's going to be a bit more mellow? The last one, they got in trouble for the torture scene, didn't they? Because that's heavy.
Yeah, so I think there's going to be less waterboarding, which is a shame, possibly a shame. But said last night, Reese. I don't know if it's because you drunken state, but you said that you think it's going to be out sooner than we think.
Yeah, no, I do. Because I don't think you make this announcement and when they say well underway, they know they're going to start setting expectations of there's going to be an independent announcement that is coming. It's almost as if they want to just keep milking the cow of GTA 5.
Yeah,
you just don't say anything. You just don't mention 6. Why mention 6?
The thing is,
people are upset about it.
We've said before, why don't they just bring out GTA 6 and GTA Online, have that separately? So then when 6 does come out, you can put elements from the 6th game into it and just have it its own entity. So people who want to play GTA for like the story, because that's all I play it for, you can have your game, but then they're still making all this money and they're still innovating the online side, which is separate. Like, I don't know why they don't, do that, because, surely that'd make sense.
No, it does. It does. I think it needs to be split into 2 separate games at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I would continue with how on GTA Online for like GTA 5 Online, just because it's kind of dated. It's great, it's good, and obviously they keep updating it with each console generation, like graphically and that. But the menus and the systems and everything like that is a PS3 360 game, and it does need to be a little bit more modernized. So maybe
need to overhaul it.
Yeah, when they obviously release 6 eventually, obviously maybe package in online as part of it as like free or whatever free. Yeah, you obviously bought 6. And then, for a fee, because can't you get Red Dead Online separate? But it's like £20 or something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the marketplace, you've just got Red Dead, didn't you? And then you've got the actual game as well. So it is like the Red Dead Online is separate, because I think they even took the game off and then they just kept the online on there.
Yeah.
So
I think they'll do something similar.
I suppose they've also got to weigh up. A lot of people have spent a lot of money on GTA 5. So they need to be able to, when they do switch, GTA 6 online, that you have the option, or you have the ability to move your stuff that you've bought. You know what I mean? It's because if they just like GTA 6 out now and there's a new online, you've kind of lost all your old stuff. So servers are down, servers shut down. That's it. Yeah. So they need to.
I guess it's a nice problem to have, because you obviously got loads of people on the game and really like the game and spending money on it, but when you do these live service or like really long ongoing MMOs, it's like, well, you can never make a sequel because everybody's spent about a decade investing into this one game. No one wants to start a game.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of the issues now. It's even like when we go talk about it in a bit about Bungie and Destiny, and I've seen, just to touch on it, like a lot of people think, oh, now this means that Destiny 3 is going to happen now. Sony's bought because they've got the money. It's like, I don't know. I don't know about that, just because they've invested
it's kind
so
of
much.
Like, why do they need to as well? If they just keep constantly updating it, they don't really need to bring out 3, do they?
No. They should probably just change it to Destiny. Just lose the 2, and it's just Destiny, and then it's done. Then, isn't it? Because then, like you say, just keep updating it, keep giving people new content, keep giving people what they want.
Exactly.
And why would you? Don't imagine the amount of people you're gonna piss off. You're gonna be like, oh, number 3's out. Don't get me wrong, it's got really good graphics. You got to start again. You know, like real money you've invested in the game. Well, that's gone.
There was like controversy as well when Destiny 2 come out, because it was obviously a load of people out and bought it, and then I don't know, it's got a couple of years down the line, it's like, it's free to play now. So you got people like me jumping in because it's free to play. So I don't know, but that's the rock. So we don't really have any other information. Just like it's inactivated, well underway. More information they want to share with the fans when it comes available. So it's the speculation really. All it is now is it's confirmed they're making another one, but a lot of people just assume that they already were. So it's
how can you be shocked that the most successful game series ever is getting a sequel in that game series? Wow.
There's more there is some speculation, like GTA 6 is expected to be set in a modern day Vice City, the fictional location within GTA universe based on Miami. But again, nothing's like been, there's been no screenshot leaks or anything. There's nothing pointing towards. I think there's people just kind of, because GTA 3 was set in Liberty City, and then the number 5 was set in like, oh no, where was that number 5 set? But that was kind of like supposed to be like Los Santos, wasn't it? Was it or not?
GTA 5?
Yeah, where was GTA 5 set?
Isn't GTA 5 the latest one?
Yeah, it's set in Liberty City, wasn't it?
Is it Liberty? No, it's not Liberty. No, 4 was in Liberty City.
5 is San Andreas.
It is San Andreas, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah. So yeah, they've done Liberty City again. They've done San Andreas again. So yeah, it kind of points to like they would make a
Vice City.
a Vice City game, and especially as it's quite like up there with people's one of their favorite
one.
Yeah, I think it is the most.
Yeah, and I was looking forward to going back and playing it in the collection, but it's just broke, so just didn't do it.
Yeah, I've still got them on my PlayStation. I haven't I haven't booted them up for a while, to be fair.
Yeah.
Installed my SSD.
Yeah.
Well, and it's storage now, so I've got a terabyte. Popped that in there, transferred a few things over, just see what happens. For the first time, my fans kicked off on my PlayStation.
Oh really?
When I was booting and played a game, I transferred over Assassin's Creed. Thought I'll just boot up, see how long it takes, and see if there's anything. Obviously, it's like the same as what it was before. But yeah, all I could hear was a ooh, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
My fucking fans go off all the time. If my fans ain't on, my PlayStation's dead.
Yeah,
so.
Mine kick up. They're quite loud, not really loud, but they're there. You notice them, and then it stops. But it's only when I first start playing the game. I
said before, when they was making the PlayStations, because they were trying to get them out so quick. They put it across 3 different companies to make the fans for them, and there's one type which is a lot better than the other 2.
Yeah,
and I think I've got the worst one because it's just constantly on.
Yeah, it's. Did you have any issues? Because I know Brad Moore had a few issues once he done his external SSD. Do you had any issues or?
No issues. Just the most the fan came on when I first booted up the first game. But yeah, it's everything else seems fine.
What one did you get? What one did you go with?
Western Digital. Is it Western Digital?
Okay, WD,
yeah.
And you got your heatsink as well, I hope.
Yep, heatsink, yeah.
And you replaced the metal cover that you took off.
Yep.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, the little screw in as well. There's double screws. It's like 2 screws. I didn't realize there was a second screw you had to do. And I kind of put it in and it was kind of just like a bit loose. And I was thinking, I swear you felt like you need to screw this in. And then it was actually another screw.
It's got a wood screw. Just jammed it in.
Maybe that's what Brad Moore didn't do. I reckon I'm going to call Brad Moore and say, I reckon he didn't screw it in. It was just loose in. And that's why sometimes it booted up, sometimes it didn't.
But is it easy though? Is it literally just plug it in?
Yeah, you just pop it in and then you just screw it, like the top bit. So it's in
place. They wouldn't have made this
and you put the case back on.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Because that would have been fucking. Imagine if you had to do a full teardown to put it in.
Yeah.
That nobody'd want to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's voiding their guarantee.
It's not as simple as Xbox. Xbox.
The Xbox is game. It's a memory card, isn't it? Yeah.
So you just stick it in the back. So.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to be as fast though. The data transfer on that can't be as fast as that.
Nah.
No, it's slower, right? The read speeds are definitely slower than PlayStation, Sony's.
So I haven't had an issue with storage yet because I've only downloaded. I did have Forza and Halo Infinite on my Xbox, and I got rid of Forza now because I just don't like it. But yeah, I'm only ever going to be really have like 2 games on it at a time. So it's for me at a minute. Yeah, my little 512 megabyte SSD is fine. So maybe I'll update it at some point, but I don't know. So the next news story is Cyberpunk. Is the Cyberpunk 2077 current gen update on the horizon? So possible Cyberpunk 2077 PS5 cover spotted on PlayStation servers could be news incoming. So yeah, the original one you had, I can't remember his name. What was the character's name?
V.
Yeah, you had V, male V on the cover, and then there's someone spotted a new one. It's a female V. So they're kind of thinking that obviously the PS5 updates.
Yeah, that's I just don't think anything's going to really save it though, is it?
No.
When it comes to old Cyberpunk, I think it's pretty dead in the water.
Well, it's supposed to. They said it was going to be coming out the first quarter of this year, so that takes up to March.
Yep.
So it kind of lines up that it will be coming out soon. But yeah, like Ash said, I know there's a few people waiting for the update to play it again. I'm waiting for the update to play it again.
Yeah, I am.
I will boot it up. I will download it just to see how good it can look because it is a really pretty game. I imagine once you get it going.
The thing is like they've do the updates fine, but then they've got to start bringing out some DLC for it because obviously promised all this new DLC. The roadmap that they had is all they have now is just like it's basically it was the patches that have happened like last year, and then it just it just says like I think like new features incoming or something for
Yep.
2022.
They're not even,
That's
they're not even
it.
giving us details
So,
now.
Yeah,
No.
they need
From-
to. It'll be a good thing. It'll be good for them if you do release the PS5 and the current gen update, and it does look better, and it runs runs like it should, and it's the little bugs are fixed. It's a big win for them, but then they need to start. I don't know, either let it die or bring out some content for it, because
I think they are releasing content. That's what I've heard. When that image got leaked, they also, there's kind of some features. I think they're going to release the first expansion with it.
Okay.
And they're going to add some more missions, as well as adding that you can buy apartments. So you're going to have more different apartments, which is good. I think that's a really big thing.
I'm pretty sure that was in originally. That was something that was supposed to happen, and they took it out. Like a lot of stuff that you could have apartments. So, I look forward to playing it. I bought it in 2020. It's now 2022. So yeah,
I know it's kind of mad, isn't it?
I'll play it. I might even change my start a new character and do a different origin, even though they all end up exactly the same way.
Yeah.
That is the other part of the problem, wasn't it? It was like, oh, if you pick that, this is how it's going to play out, and it's like, oh no, the first mission's slightly different. Everything else is the same.
Everything else is that montage. The montage, they show you how you become like a, criminal, a hitman or whatever you are. Would look like quite. No, I quite would have liked to have played that actually. It's but yeah, it's just kind of montage of you becoming this bloody Night City, like criminal. But I'm looking. I'll play it. I've got the game. I'll reinstall it when the PS5 update does come out, and then go from there. So
it's actually decent. It's not the game that we thought it was, but it's not as bad as if it works for you guys.
Yeah.
So I know you both had bugs and issues when you played it, but
I mean,
if you can play it, it's good. Some cool cars because of all that futuristic. I bought some really good cars. It was quite fun to drive around.
I'd like to give it a go. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know it's not going to be as big as everyone made it out to be, but I think that was part of the problem. People hyped it up too much. But I do definitely want to give it a go.
Yeah, I'll definitely jump on board when it comes out. March. I think it will be March.
Same.
They're just kind of, again, it's like it's leak. It's like, is it a leak or like the company just
they got to kind of stealth drop it as well, right? They can't announce that this is coming. Like, oh yeah, we're doing the next gen upgrade in, I don't know, in a month's time. They need to just be like, here it is. Bang, there you go. Here's a DLC. Here's his new features. Sorry for blah blah blah, and just and then once again, shut the fuck up. Don't talk.
Yeah.
Release another patch in like 6 months time again. More content, and keep doing that until the game is better, and then move on and do Witcher 4
until it's fixed. Yeah.
But
that's basically all the news I have this week. So I don't know if we want to go on to our main topic now. I think Reese has got a few notes because he's a big he's a fanboy of both these companies. So
it actually affects me. When I was talking about all these acquisitions, and it was kind of a bit like the Matrix, where I'm like dodging bullets. It's just like, none of these things are actually affecting me. Activision didn't affect me really. Bethesda, kind of, but not really. Probably more affects you too. Where this is direct. This is Bungie and Sony. Gonna get more direct than that. But yeah, if you haven't obviously heard, Sony has acquired Bungie for $3.6 billion, which got announced, I believe, on Monday. No, it was Monday, wasn't it? It was just when after our episode went live. It was quite funny. And Jim Ryan has said the following statement. So today he's happy to announce that Bungie will be joining the PlayStation family. First off, I want to make it very clear to the community that Bungie will remain an independent and multi-platform studio and publisher. Which I don't know. That's where I want to start. What's your initial thoughts on the acquisition? And it's quite unusual that you would buy a company and not control that company. You normally buy an asset and you want full control of it because obviously you just spent $3.6 billion on it, and yet they're still remaining as a independent studio and publisher, so they can do whatever they want. They can put their games wherever they want, go complete creative control. So they can't tell them what to do whatsoever, to a certain degree, I guess. It's kind of a very unusual situation. What's your thoughts on that, Ash?
I think it's going to be twofold. Either two things are going to happen. One, it's just not going to be true, and they will They will, tell them what to do and what they can't do.
All right.
Or they're just clever. They're a clever company. They know they're making money, and now they're still making money, but Sony gets a little bit of a cut of it. So
yeah,
why would you come in there and start going, right, actually, no, we need to do it like this, we need to do it like that? They're already making mad amount of money. And like I say, now Sony's just like, oh, we'll get a little cut of that. Oh, nice, done.
Yep.
So it makes sense. It makes sense in both of them. But it's probably more going to be the second opinion, that they're just going to take a little bit of their money and, are they going to make? I mean, there's a big old fucking price tag, wasn't it? Are they going to make that much money back?
Huge.
I don't know. If they take a step back and let them just carry on doing what they're doing, I don't know. But at least the
they
money's
definitely
there
overpaid.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But at least the money's there, and if they've got that sort of money to buy the company, at least they've got that sort of money to invest in it. So hopefully, big things will come out of it. And that's what I think we're all hoping for.
Yeah, sticking on the Sony perspective for a second before we go on to Destiny and Bungie's sides. They did announce, fun enough, in their, they had like a earnings call this week also, and they announced that they plan to launch 10 live service games by 2026. And they also mentioned in that statement that Jim Ryan said about they want Bungie to basically oversee a lot of these projects, because obviously they're the experts at live service games and know what to work, and they want them to basically console and things like that. So I think that was a big part of why Sony wanted to take Bungie's, just because they clearly plan to launch different types of games than what they're obviously known for. Obviously they're known for their big AAA story driven sandbox type games like the God of War, Horizons, Naughty Dog games, etc. And they're clearly trying to go into now the live service stuff, which I think is all a part of their subscription service. When PlayStation Infinity or Project Spartacus or whatever it's called launches in spring, I think they're thinking, how do we keep people subscribed? I know, live service games, maybe shorter experiences. And unfortunately, this is when I was talking the other day about, although the Activision stuff doesn't really affect me directly, but it's the waves, the after waves, and what Sony's now going to do, and they have to change their complete business, not completely change their business model, but this direction is clearly an effect of Game Pass, and Sony knowing they have to react and have to do their own version. And so, we're obviously going to see a lot of more online based and live service games. What's your thoughts on that, Brad?
I think like keeping obviously, especially live service games, just makes like financial sense to keep it on as many platforms as you can, because you're just going to be, they could have gone, oh, it's exclusive to PlayStation now, but people who play it on Xbox, they're still going to be getting, like I said, you're getting the cut, you're getting money from like every direction basically. So it does make a lot of sense, and it's interesting as well, because when Microsoft acquired Activision, everyone was like, oh my god, does this mean Call of Duty is going to be exclusive now? And everyone was like like speculating, and then the same day, Bungie come out and was like, "Oh yeah, we're still multi-platform. Don't worry, don't worry about it." There was no speculation. People weren't wondering, because they literally just said
it's not some ambiguous statement by Phil Spencer. Like,
I've had good chat. I've had a good call with all. None of that. It was just like, we're staying on them. It's fine.
Yeah, it was very clear. Both statements.
Did say though, any current and any projects in development. So you could see down the line that there might be a PlayStation. They had that gives them the room to have a PlayStation exclusive. If they bring out a new IP. Yeah. So especially, which I
think they're going to have to do.
Yeah,
they want to make some of that money back.
If PlayStation, they haven't got a good first person shooter. We said that before. I think we said it last week. So if Bungie help create, a new first person shooter, then that will most likely will be PlayStation exclusive.
For a long time there's been rumors. Well, everybody knows they are working on a second game. It's apparently called Matter, and it's supposed to be like a hero shooter, a bit like Overwatch. And I think, touching into like the Bungie side, I think that's what Bungie want to become. I think they want to become like the new Blizzard, because they've got their MMO with Destiny, like World of Warcraft. They then want to now do Matter, which is a hero shooter, a bit like Overwatch, also Blizzard. Yeah. And the big thing is that what they've been talking about for a long time now, for a year and a half, maybe 2 years, is that they want to go into TV and movies. And what does Sony have? Sony Pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Sony's when like they're with Big Daddy Sony now. They're under their umbrella. Yeah, they're gonna have more money to do projects. So it's interesting to see how Bungie want to expand. Maybe one day Bungie will be worth 67.8 billion or whatever Activision sold for. But yeah, it's crazy. Like it's just because there's so much money that it's kind of incomprehensible. But when you heard that Activision got bought for 68 million or whatever, 68 billion, sorry, and then you're like, oh, it's Bungie's 3.6. You're like, oh, that's nothing. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous to think of billions as nothing.
Amount of money,
but it's like, and then like didn't Rockstar buy Zynga for like 12 or something? Was it
Take 2, but yeah,
Take Two. Sorry, Take Two bought Zynga for like 12 billion. It's mad. And what was that? What was Bethesda? That was like
7, was it?
6, 7, yeah. So it's mad. I don't think Activision is worth like 67.8 billion or whatever it was, but that's
probably on a discount as well. All the lawsuit and stuff as well.
I would say that maybe PlayStation paid more for Bungie because of a knee-jerk reaction because of Microsoft Activision, but these talks take months, so they must have been in like well before.
Yeah, it's weren't like a phone call on the day going. Yeah, we'll have it.
So
we'll take it.
Yeah, or maybe after the Activision Microsoft come out, but Bungie was like, you want us? Another billion, you know what I mean? It's just like, our price.
Yeah, we want full control as well.
Yeah, so they probably, you don't know. Yeah, the conditions might have already been in place, but it could have.
I think so because it got taken off a Game Pass like just before Christmas, right? Do you remember? And I thought that's a bit odd.
Yeah,
that's a bit odd. You're asking people to pre-order Witch Queen, and you're now taking away like Beyond Light and all the other expansions. When now people got to buy all that and then buy another. I don't know. It was really odd timing that they did that. I thought that was a bit strange, but and it was right when the anniversary pack came out, so they wanted people to buy that as well. So it was kind of like that's not great for Xbox players, but it kind of makes sense now why that happened.
Yeah, why they done it. But
this will be on the subscription service. This is going to be on Sony's subscription service. If the subscription is real and launches, Destiny 2 will be on there.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, in it. Probably in the mid-range one. Was it platinum? Yeah, platinum tier.
Yeah, the platinum one where you get the titles.
PS4 beyond that. But for me, this is like kind of like for me and probably like Ash as well. We don't play a lot of. Bungie has one game, Destiny, and we don't play it a lot really. So for us, it was kind of like whatever. But for you think it's a good thing.
Yes and no. Obviously, I still have that stance just because it's because Sony's bought it and it's Destiny. I'm like, now maybe I don't have to pay for Destiny expansions anymore because it's going to be part of the subscription service. Great for me. But I don't like this whole acquisition consolidation. It's just and the whole direction of the model of like all the subscription based stuff as well. I don't know. I just don't think we're not going to in the end and the long run. I think we're going to have worse products in terms of games because it's going to go into these live service things and maybe they think just because obviously I don't know how much the subscription base is, but maybe they don't want people to be like jump in, pay their £15, then they can play Horizon, they like stack up all the games and they can play them for a month and then unsubscribe. So they want you to keep subscribing and maybe they'll be just make then the single players might be just shorter, like a Miles Morales type situation where it's just 10 hours. So all these like longer, better games, they just don't exist anymore, really. Or they're few and far between just because the budgets.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the kind of the concern with all this and that's where it's going. And 10 live service games by 2026.
That's mad.
24 years.
So that's a lot.
That is a lot. Yeah. No, I won't be playing any of them. So
no.
Yeah, there you go.
Not for me.
Like we know a few of them are. So you can think of like, what is it? Gritters also got that second game that's coming. That's probably one of them. Naughty Dog's Factions, that should be one of them. Then they announced that agreement with, was it Firewalk, which had ex Bungie devs, and Haven, which was Jade. I can't remember what her surname is, but she used to work on Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft stuff. I think she's making a multiplayer game as well. Ghost Legends going to turn into its own thing as well. I don't like. I mean, you can probably guess what quite a few one of them's are. It's and then I think Fire Sprite, who they bought, like a UK developer studio. I think they got given Twisted Metal.
Okay, yeah.
It just seems like they're chucking a lot of money at this, and like how many games like that do you know that stick, that stay around? You know what I mean?
Destiny. That's why they're getting
exactly,
controlled by the best.
The one. Yeah, the one. The
but
one
when
game.
it first came out,
and then you go and chuck 10. You go and chuck 10 on the table. People are going to be like, "Oh fuck! What do I invest my money in here?"
Yeah. And didn't Destiny have like Destiny 2 and have a bit of a shaky start at first as well? Like
Destiny 1 and 2, but they kind of, I guess that's the point, isn't it? They've learned from those problems, and they still do a lot of things which obviously controversial, with all like the sunsetting and deleting half the content. Like even with this expansion, Forsaken's going. Their biggest and maybe best ever expansion they've ever done is just going from the game, taking places from the game. It's kind of the situation. They vault things and they bring things back, blah blah blah. But yeah, they've got a lot better at the service model. And it's stuck around for a long time. So I guess
they are like they're now they're good at what they do. So it makes sense that if they want to go down this route, which I just don't like live service games. And I think Sony will still make like the AAA single player games because that's what they seem to be pointing towards. So I'm all on board for that. But the live service route, you keep seeing things that maybe the Witcher 4's going to incorporate live service features, and I just don't want it. Like, there's a room for both. Like, you can have live service games, and you can have your epic single player story driven games. But money makes the world go round. So it's
that's the problem with those type of games, isn't it? Like the long, big RPGs. They take so long to make and the budgets are so big, and that's probably the problem with Cyberpunk. They just had to release it in that state it was in. They couldn't wait any longer because they tried going independent with it. Where I guess the great thing now with Bethesda, they got huge Microsoft money, so they can just take their time.
Yep.
Apparently I heard that Starfield last year in like November, whatever, is playable.
Yeah.
But they've got another whole year of just polishing.
Everything is, everyone knows no bugs.
Yeah, but I think, and that's the best thing to do, though, isn't it? Like, we've seen what happens when you rush a game. You've seen what happens when you give into peer pressure. And don't get me wrong, I was one of those people who's like, come on, mate, just release it. It's ridiculous. The amount of people who are taking time off for this game. You keep saying you're going to release it and you don't release it. And then they did release it and everyone was like, nah, it's shit, you shouldn't have released it. It was just the case.
Do it. Oh, yeah, no, you shouldn't have done it.
No, it's terrible. It's a terrible decision. Why did you listen to us?
And that was a change in like the way people didn't like delaying games because obviously it cost them money. But after Cyberpunk came out and what a disaster it was, everyone was like, "Oh wait, now we can delay everything because we just be like, do you want to be like Cyberpunk?" And be like, "Oh,
yeah, fair enough."
So it's I don't know. Yeah, it's just I don't like live service.
Apparently, also in that same meeting conference, Jim Ryan also said that this is not the last of the acquisitions and they expect to buy more things this year also.
I was going to say, who do you think they're going to target next? It's
the
Wild West out there. Just people just getting bought out.
Out of the big
do you want some billions?
Yeah.
Out of the two publishers, I think it's either Ubisoft or Square, and I'm on the fence because they both. You can argue for either way which one you would rather go for. Square is probably more maybe appealing to Sony, maybe just because it's a safer, it's better run company, big IPs like Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy 14 is the biggest MMO at the moment. So once again, another live service, they can put on the subscription thing. But it's almost like that saying, like, why buy the cow when the milk is free?
Yeah.
Like they're all pretty much a lot of Square games are already exclusive on PlayStation, like Final Fantasy 7 remake. Where's that on Xbox?
Yeah.
The next one, Final Fantasy 16, is also exclusive on PlayStation.
Is it timed exclusive though?
But then it just doesn't come over for some reason. Same with Forspoken, another Square game, once again exclusive on PlayStation 5. They almost don't need to buy them because Square just don't seem to be interested in working with Xbox really, outside the Tomb Raider thing that they did a few years ago. It's like, and then Ubisoft. Obviously, they're trying to go for the live service stuff themselves now, changing up a few things, but they're a bit risky because they're all over the place. I feel like. Yeah,
Ubisoft
but they have good IPs.
Yeah, they have some good IPs, and then that's where their value is. Their IPs, not the last few games they bought out. Because I don't know what Quarantine is it Quarantine? No, Extraction. They changed it from Quarantine. I don't know how well that's doing.
Yeah, it was on Game Pass as well. It's like one of those games that got probably saved a bit because it was on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass. So Yeah, Ubisoft's a strange one. Used to make some brilliant games, like the original Assassin's Creed, like the Ezio ones were amazing. Obviously, Far Cry 3, they had a big success with that, and then they just kind of thought, right, this is going to be a template for all future Far Cry games. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy Far Cry games because I don't go in expecting to
Anything
change the
different.
world. Yeah, I know you're going to be running around shooting in some, in vehicles or whatever, doing some quests. There's probably going to be a quest where you have to burn weed plants because that seems to be in every game now.
It's in the newest one.
Oh, there you go. It's in the so I'm happy to do it. And for me, I never buy in full price on day of release because I wait. I'll play.
I've got mine
sell quite quickly as well.
Yeah, I've got mine £31 in Tesco's.
Yeah, I bought Far Cry 5 like 3 years after it came out. I think I got it for like a tenner, and I played it last year. And it's
good game.
Good game. Yeah, it was a really good game. I was actually looking at New Dawn, like the expansion they brought out for it. I was looking at like playing that, so maybe I'll.
If you had a normal computer, you could borrow mine, but you don't.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't. I'd play it on PlayStation anyway, so yeah. But yeah, it's I don't know. It could seem. I think we should start. I think we should start up our own game company and then just get bought out. And then
that'd be nice.
Then we can
we're in the talks of the podcast already, so maybe we can
be PlayStation.
We can put all that in, can't we?
Yeah,
we consolidate it together.
All we do is talk about PlayStation mainly. So
a couple of billion.
Yeah, a couple of billion. Oh, 3 billion, and then we're a billion each.
Bosh.
Yeah, Brad ain't on this podcast. He ain't on this one. So sorry, Brad.
He can get £1,000 to buy some Destiny stuff.
Yeah. And then, then we can just.
Yeah, I think his little ghost thing turned up this week. He bought the collector's edition, which doesn't come with the game.
Doesn't come with the game. That is
doesn't come with the game. It was quite funny that he spent like £300 on his collector's edition and doesn't have the game.
This is the problem. This is the problem with certain gamers.
Yeah. Brad's the issue here. So this is why they keep doing. That's why they keep putting this stuff, because
going back to the acquisitions and stuff and who they're going to buy next. Do you agree? Do you think either Ubisoft or Square and someone else?
I could see Square. I don't know if they'd want Ubisoft because it's not in a great position at the moment.
Yeah, but I think they might get a good deal with that, mightn't they?
Maybe, yeah.
I mean,
I can't really think of any.
Financially, they're in a good place, though, aren't they?
Who?
Ubisoft wasn't like the latest Assassin's Creed, like its biggest ever, and then I don't know what the numbers were for Far Cry, but I know everything else has probably struggled. But Assassin's Creed is doing really, really well.
But that might be an incentive for them to go. Yeah, we do want to buy it because we know we've got We know we've got Assassin's Creed that sell really well, and they could just be like, look at the rest of your portfolio, mate. It's shocking. So
maybe they'll release
Beyond 4 billion. Too. It's 4 billion, and then give me the money, and then give me the licenses.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's
Konami. Someone take the IP off of Konami. Like, Jesus
come on,
Christ.
Take
it just sat there.
Him,
some of the biggest IPs ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, get Konami. Yeah, someone buy Metal Gear because it's just.
Can you imagine?
It's bad. The state of Konami at the moment is ridiculous.
Right.
They just need to carry on making your slot machines because these say work. So you know what I mean. It's just
I don't know.
I've not used them.
Yeah, they're quite good.
Just pay them a couple of million. Just like, can we license your IPs for like 10 years?
Yeah,
you're not doing anything with it. Here's some money. You like money? We want to use
it.
Here you go. Done.
Yeah.
You don't even need to even acquire it. You just need to just have the licenses for a couple of decades or whatever. Just make a few games out of it.
They'd make their money back.
They'd make their money back if they got hold of Metal Gear and they released one Metal. Even if they just done, they wouldn't even have to do anything. Just release the first one and then bosh, done.
Yeah,
people love it. You know what I mean? I'd go mad for that.
I really want a Metal Gear remake. Metal Gear Solid 1 remake.
Yeah. Because you could do that. That does really well, and then do the games what never come out like on PlayStation 1. What was out on like the Super Nintendo? Redo them. Bosh.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're all solid. They're all solid stories. They're all there. They just need to put them into game form, don't they?
Yeah,
exactly.
I keep saying this all the time that someone's going to listen to me and actually do it, and then I'll be happy. But it just never happens.
I was looking at buying like a model of Metal Gear Rex, and they're like £500. So
I'd love that. I'd love to have that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who do you think they're going to buy next? Ash, did you say?
I reckon it could be a Ubisoft. I reckon they could go for them.
Yeah.
Brad went for Square. I'm going to go for Ubisoft. One of us going to be all right.
Yeah. Or it could just be
Unlikely.
like completely random. Just
Yeah.
No one gets them.
Yeah.
Well, Microsoft do. Microsoft gets them.
But
Ubisoft is going to get bought. I'm sticking
I
on that.
reckon.
They're going to
I
get
honestly
acquired.
think Ubisoft, like you say, their Far Cry's always do all right. Their last Assassin's Creed done brilliant. So I reckon they're in a position to get bought out now, and I think they'd be in a position where they'd be like, yeah, fair enough. I think we got lucky with the last Assassin's Creed because once all the DLC come out for it, a lot of people didn't even bother buying it. That I've heard anyway. I heard it was alright, but it wasn't like oh great, more DLC, great, I'm going to buy this. It was like I've done the game, I'm happy with it, I'm done with it.
Yeah. Well, they got another DLC, haven't they? An expansion coming out soon.
I'll tell you what, I bought the season pass for that. I'm really glad I did because it actually worked out alright.
I'm going to say actually they're going to buy Rocksteady and then just have exclusive Batman games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you think they're going to buy? They would have to buy WB games.
Yeah.
On a proper games.
They'll buy them. Yeah.
That's mad expensive.
Yeah.
I was just looking at my game shelf and I was like, who else is on here? And then looking at it, it's just mainly EA. There's a lot of EA on there. And it's like,
that would bother me, to be fair, if Microsoft got WB, like they were trying to a few years back. I don't even remember. They were trying to, and then they said, "Oh, actually,
I remember you moaning about it."
Yeah, that would have. If Batman was exclusive on Xbox, that would have been a.
Don't worry about it, mate. Just get one. All right? Just come over to the side where we have everything. You weirdo.
I would have had to.
The PlayStation studio that made the Order 1886. Well, they've not really done anything since, have they?
No.
Well, who made it? I don't think it was a first party. I think that's second party.
Oh, Ready at Dawn. But yeah, that's actually quite a good game, you know. But
that's not first party.
It's never been on PlayStation Plus game, ever. But,
it's not.
No, it's good.
It'll probably be in the collection.
Maybe, yeah.
Once this thing launches.
Yeah.
Subscription service does launch eventually. I'm sure it'll be a part of that. But yeah. But I think also where Ubisoft wants to take a lot of their franchises, live service also might also help with someone wanting to buy them as well. Obviously, Assassin's Creed is rumored to be, obviously, is it called Infinity itself? Assassin's Creed Infinity or whatever it's called. And obviously there's rumors, like I think you said it before, Brad, about Far Cry also going in that direction.
Yeah.
Obviously we know the Star Wars upcoming game is probably going to be also live service.
Eclipse. Yeah.
No, that's the people who make
Quantum Dream.
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, Quantum Dream.
Right, yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, is it what are they called? Is it Supermassive Entertainment? It's the Division team.
Yeah, they're the ones doing the Star Wars, isn't they?
Yeah, they're the one that's doing Star Wars. So probably going to be like a Division type thing. And obviously they still got the Division also as another live service. So if Sony wants a lot more sort of live service games, it might be a good thing to maybe go for.
Good for it would make sense. Yeah, all those the teams working together to bring out some live service games. If that's the direction I want to go in. But interesting.
Maybe they can then tell me what's happened to Prince of Persia. Where is Prince of Persia?
Yeah, Prince of Persia.
What the hell? Like, where is that game?
Over
a year ago since it was supposed to be released, and then they delayed it by 1 month. And I was like, all right, maybe they can tweak a few things because it looked a bit rough. And then they just delayed it indefinitely and not spoke about it again.
They dug a hole, chucked that in there, and buried it over.
It's like the ET games they dumped in a pit. Like Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh, look, Beyond Good and Evil 2's coming. It's like, oh, good. And then nothing. Like, didn't you say the guy who's in charge of it, retired?
Yeah, the director of that studio. Yeah. They had two games that they were making and they just not come out. And he decided just to, just retire.
He's like, I'm getting too old for this. I'm out. See you later.
Yeah. But that one's called Wild or Wilds.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That never came out either. Mad.
Obviously, Ubisoft also have what is it? What is it called? Ghost Recon. They have all that series as well, didn't they?
Yeah, see, they tried making that live service, didn't they?
The Wildlands, I think it was called. I didn't play it, but apparently that was pretty mediocre. But then they have they have Advanced Warfighter. Was it Advanced Warfighter? Ghost Recon. I can't remember. I had it on the 360, but then they got Splinter Cell, and they're saying they're making a new one of that. So yeah, they've got
just a remake, right? It's not a new one.
a remake, maybe like a soft reboot or whatnot. But yeah, they've got some potential there. So as long as Michael Ironside does the voice, I'll be happy. Buying it. Yes.
Yeah.
Or someone who sounds like him.
Yeah, someone who sounds very
much like him. It's a remake of the
him.
first one. It has to be him.
And he's still knocking about. He ain't dead, so just get him involved.
Can they use the same lines again? Maybe
they could do. Yeah, just use the same lines. As long as it's his voice.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted just so I can write Lambert like that. It's just.
And it was a shame because their newest one, the one that came out years and years ago, I can't remember the name of it. It was actually quite good.
Blacklist, or I think.
Yeah, it's a good game. To be fair.
Yeah, the last one I played was Conviction. Conviction was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I like Conviction.
I loved it.
Yeah, never played Splinter Cell.
Games. Me and Ash, first time we got an Xbox. It was like the first game we got on it. I think was a Splinter Cell.
That was my Xbox. Yeah, that was my Xbox. Barely played on it for the first year because Brad was playing Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
nice.
But you was young. You preferred to watch me play games than actually play.
That's what he kept telling me.
Yeah. You don't need to play it. Just watch me use this directional microphone on the glass to listen to this conversation. Right?
Yeah.
But I I dare say we'll stop the podcast today, and then there'll be an announcement. So that's it. That's what seems to happen. So
it always every time. Mondays, right?
Yeah,
or something
like
that.
Microsoft buys Nintendo. Whoa.
Yeah, Nintendo came out and said that they're not interested in acquiring anybody because no one has the Nintendo DNA.
Nintendo just do their own thing. They're just like ballers, isn't they? They're just like, listen, we're gonna do what we want.
We got Mario.
Guess what?
Guess
what?
We've got Mario. We've got Pokemon.
We're going to release games, and they're just going to sell absolutely ridiculous amounts of units. So actually,
so now they got the biggest IP ever.
We're never going to put the prices down. They're always going to be 60 quid.
Yeah,
we ain't
true. They don't do sales at all.
Yeah.
The Switch has now reached another milestone. It's sold more units than the original PlayStation. So the Switch, the Switch is just going strength to strength, really. So
did it pass 100 million?
Yeah, I don't know. I know I saw like a headline saying it's outsold the original PlayStation. So let me Google this. Switch sales.
This is the thing. If I enjoyed the Switch more, I can play on Pokemon at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I love that console. The console is just so good. It's so smart.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about it, but I just love it.
Yeah, it's sold more than the Wii now as well. And that was like one of the most successful consoles, wasn't it? The Wii. So
yeah. What's ahead of it? PS4, PS2?
I think the PS2 is still ahead of it.
PS2 is number one, and PS4 must be as well, because that's like 120, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say, it just says about the Switch. But
I think PS2 is ridiculous. It's like, I think like 140, 160, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody had a PS2, like multiple.
Me and Brad
PS2s.
had two.
Yeah, we had two PS2s.
Yeah.
So I think I've actually got one on my shelf behind me. But I think it's the one
it's like a DVD player and stuff.
Fat one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was my first DVD player. PS2, and my first Blu-ray player was a PS3. So it's just
No, I don't know anybody who actually bought a Blu-ray player dedicated.
We had a Blu-ray. We did have a Blu-ray player.
Did we?
Yeah, I think
shows how much I know about it.
I don't know anybody. You literally.
When I worked at Asda, it's a Black Friday sale, and I think it was like 20 quid. So I was like, I'll buy it. I think it's an LG one. So I'll buy it. So I got an LG soundbar as well, and it's still going strong. Very good soundbar.
Yeah, nice.
Shout out. That's sponsor this week is LG.
LG. I've got a monitor as well, LG monitor. So if LG want to give us some,
that's it's mental. They're our sponsor, but we haven't got any sort of money from them whatsoever. So
just as my own pocket. So, we always joke about having sponsors. Like I don't know if anyone thinks we're serious. But we obviously, I don't know why anyone would pay us to watch anything because I went out to EA and asked for a review code for Mass Effect, and I was like, "Oh, let me have a look. I'll get back to you." And then I was like, "Oh no, sorry, we don't have any." I was like, "Okay, I'll just go out and buy it."
We haven't got any.
I'll buy full price. I'll buy full price.
Yeah.
So thank you, EA. So it's cool. This little hobby of ours. Yeah,
No,
I did
it's
think
great.
me mentioning my chair last week would get us home, but it just didn't.
Really, really, you did think that?
Yeah, I kept shouting. The week before, I think I kept talking about donut time. Did get no free donuts.
It's funny that. It's funny that we're not. Yeah.
Yeah, this one. I just want a donut. Just a donut. Just give me a donut. I'd be happy. So.
Yeah, no, I guess that's it for the main topic. Didn't really speak much about the future of Destiny because I'm sure you guys don't really have much thoughts on it. But I think actual Destiny itself is only going to be a good thing because Bungie's going to have more money, more resources. They're apparently hiring more people. And the biggest problem with Destiny is sometimes the lack of content or how much time it takes to release content, and certain pieces in the game are being a little bit neglected, like the Crucible. They haven't had any new maps in like PvP for like over 2 years. It feels like. In fact, they've even taken maps away with some sunset and things, and same with Gambit also, which is quite a good game mode, but no new maps, so things like that. They just need more people, more resources, and it's only ever going to be a good thing for Destiny.
And like the updates out in a few weeks, isn't it? A couple of weeks now. The
22nd of February, new expansion, which Spring can't wait.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be one of the biggest releases. They announced that they got 1 million pre-orders already, which I feel like is one of the biggest DLC for them. So the servers are going to be completely screwed. The first day, as they always are. We all log in, all can't wait, reset time, and then you're just in a queue that night. And one person might get in, and the rest in the party just don't.
And you're going to be having to try and play Horizon as well, because like Horizon comes out a few days before that.
Yeah, 18th. Yeah, and I'm supposed to go on a work trip that week as well.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're gonna be snowed under. Might want to dust off your Switch. You still playing? Oh, well, I suppose we can talk about what we've been playing. So, you still playing Pokemon?
Yeah.
You've got it as well, haven't you, Ash? You've got.
Yeah, man.
You both went in for Pokemon. I'm the only one who didn't. I don't know why, but
no, I'm really enjoying it. I am. I didn't think I would. Well, my mate at work playing it, and he was talking about it, and I was like, I'll give it a go. It was on sale in Argos, and I was like, I'll give it a go. And I'm really enjoying it. I like the fact that they've taken a change of direction. You know, it's like you're not doing gyms all the time. You're doing a Pokedex. You know, you've got a different storyline, and they took a gamble there, and it seems to have paid off.
No, I think I will pick it up. It does sound good. I said I haven't played anything this week, unfortunately. First week of the year so far that I haven't played, because I've been doing quite well playing games, but I haven't played anything. Used to play anything else other than Pokemon?
Destiny.
Just Destiny. Getting ready, banking all those bounties.
I'm stacked up now. I can't do any more bounties.
Okay.
So it's just I'm ready for the new expansion now. Can't wait.
It's gonna be good. I'm in two minds whether I'm going to pick up Horizon on day one.
Really?
Probably would. Probably should.
I
should.
It looks so good.
No, I'm not.
Ashley's not in. I don't get how you can't
sick
be.
Of it. Sick of it. I don't want to ride around stupid little robot dinosaurs.
Mate,
fucking stupid.
Well, part of that doesn't sound brilliant.
I want to pick up Dying Light. That's what I think I do want to pick up, but spend all my money on a kit and I ain't got no money left. No,
I've got one if you want to borrow it.
No, I'm alright. I should buy number 2.
It actually says it's got more players. Number 2 has got more players than 1 did. So it's already doing quite well.
Did it get reviewed well? I don't think it did it?
I think it got reviewed all right.
Yeah, a bit mediocre, I think. It wasn't it did live up to some of the hype, but it's still a pretty solid game. So.
I think that's why it's going to work out for me, because I'm not on this hype train. I just see it as a game where you can run around and kick people, and I'm like,
zombies and just drop zombies and that. But don't go. When I was playing Dying Light 1, I just tried to do every mission in the day because I didn't like the big super zombies.
Sure.
And then there's some, and they're like, no, you got to go out at night, and it's like, I just don't want this to happen. And I remember just parkouring across the building trying to get to a safe zone with these horrendous mutations that chase after me. It's horrible.
Sure. 77 on Metacritic.
Okay.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's
quite a meh.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
If it's
it means
above
it's getting
30,
6s and 7s.
If
it's getting 6s and 7s, it's generally kind of got not review bombed by the user score, but it's 6.9.
Yeah. I reckon
that's not-
Horizon's going to be 68.
I reckon Horizon's going to be around about 70 on the
Yeah.
Metacritic.
I know you're trying to. This is a joke.
No, I think, mate. Listen, I think I'm just being honest. I think that's going to be the case. It's going to be a bit shit. People are going to be like, actually, why am I running around with robot dinosaurs? Why do I care about the environment? And then
We'll play this clip back to you when it's in the 90s.
yeah,
He's
alright.
thinking
It's gonna get tense.
is
It's
the the guy from the first one back in it.
Yeah.
Lance Reddick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. He's a good
Yeah.
actor.
yeah, no,
Yeah. But,
that's gonna be great.
yeah.
I imagine it's gonna review well.
I'll run this
Yeah.
clip back to you when it's absolute dog shit.
So yeah, it's
Go
not
for
next week. Yeah, so we'll be talking about that on not next week's episode, the week after. So 2 weeks' time, we'll be talking about Horizon. I guess we wouldn't have finished it, obviously, but we can give our early impressions and of,
Yeah,
of
I would have
Horizon.
played it probably most on the 18th most of the time,
Yeah,
and the Saturday would be my days just doing that.
Yeah.
I will try to get through with it as much as I can.
Mhm.
Yeah, obviously, if you get it also, obviously you can talk about it and
yeah, we'll give
Go
it
from there.
I think that's it. I think that's a wrap this week.
that is it for this
Um,
week. It's at
might
the top of
be-
the show, but please go and like and subscribe to the podcast.
Like us.
Yes,
yeah, like us.
please,
Just go and like us.
please.
Wherever you
Donut
do,
time,
obviously
send
listen
us
to the
some
podcast.
donuts.
What's that?
Donut
Donuts?
time.
Down at time.
Yeah,
Mate, you need to
donut
stop
time.
plugging these donuts. It's not happening.
So good. That's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please like, subscribe, share, comment, 5 stars, reviews, and whatever else tickles your fancy. Yeah.
Yep.
Please. I think it might be a bit short one this week, but I've got a really bad headache because I drank too much last night. So
Yeah, I've also got a bit of a headache.
yeah,
So yeah.
that's,
Yeah, I'm not feeling great.
yeah.
Well, none of us are feeling great.
Yeah.
It's like had a chat for like an hour and then just kind of sort of recording. So
Yeah.
well, thanks for listening anyway.
Thank
and
you.
we'll be back next week.
Bye.
All pains. Bye.